Alright, so I decided to do some commentary on this run, which ended up second place. Uh, I play with the audio off, so I think I'm just gonna talk over this. The reason why my runs are without audio is because if I play um, on like Windows 8 or Windows 7 compatibility, the game crashes, and if I play the game on Windows 98 compatibility, the game doesn't crash, but the audio gets really messed up, so I play without audio. So I'll probably have background, the OST from the game on the background. Uh, yeah, I'm just yeah. So about the run, yeah, it was a really good one. I've been practicing like 2 days straight, just um, continuing like practicing levels. Um, Sadly, I haven't gotten a single run to the end, so I technically don't have a personal best because I resetted my PC. So the only you won't be seeing any green splits, only red or gold splits, because technically all those splits you see are my best. So it will only be like a couple of seconds red or like 0.00 gold. Yeah, there's nothing much really interesting to say other than I'm like messing up. And the village levels are pretty easy, nothing really much to talk about. It's just insane how many times you do this. There's a lot of times I like do the runs, and then um, like I'll mess up, and because it's so early in the run I'll just reset. And to be honest, like 90% of all the runs are just in the village in the village levels. Because you get so precise in it, every mistake you make is like, oh well, I might as well just reset. But yeah, just trying to cut the most corners to get the potion real fast. This section here, don't know if it helps to like cut corners. I do it a little bit because I see the world record do it, like right here. But yeah, because Gronk takes almost the same time to reach you as if you don't cut those corners, so I don't know if it really helps. Trying to make this turn as quickly as possible, and just the little things that you think may help your time. But yeah, here he comes, and yeah, you throw the idol, you grab it, you run to the door, and that's it. Pretty straightforward level. The real interesting things happen later in the run. Now about Village 4, since I don't play with audio, there's like a good audio cue from so like to start running towards him. I usually just play that tune in my head, and like when he's around that pole, I'll just start running and like get it like like I haven't filled it since I started running again, so it's pretty easy. This section is also really easy. Only thing is, if you do it too fast and Izuma throws the potion too late, or you go off screen, then it doesn't count. So there, I'm kind of messed up. Tried to do it too fast, lost a couple of seconds. Jungle Knight 1, I think, is a really fun level. Just like, yeah, go to the trees, just optimal movement, using the camera, missing the stone, wasting another second, you know, all that kind of stuff. There's a jump up ahead, which I was not very eager to do, but I've recently gotten pretty good at it. It's this one. Sometimes you like glitch on the edge right there. You're like having a mini heart attack. It's like, how are you gonna make it? You should not waste much sprint here. You need enough to get over the waterfall skip. Usually when you like, if you want to do it like in one go, it's pretty hard. If you like messed up once, the game like puts you on a good position to jump again and make the jump. This level also annoying. I make sure I grab those 2 coins and this one as well, because every 5 coins your charge bar meter goes up, and this level is really not keen to give you much charge. So there are the last 2 coins, and there's the charge. And when I grab those statues, I'm gonna grab the charge, and then I should have a little bit of extra charge. I don't know if rolling there is better. Those spiders are, if you hit them or not, they're gonna be in your way and hitting you. You can just pick up that stone and not even move, only your camera, and you can drop it again. Sometimes this cutscene goes really long, like here, and I'm kind of sad because that like messes up my whole routine, and also wasting a lot of seconds. Don't know why that happens. Sometimes it happens. Me just waiting for the kids to, and I got teleported back because for me I wasn't even that far away from it, but yeah. And the charging part begins. You wanna like jump at the very end of the. When you land, you gotta jump again. If not, then you're gonna waste your charge. I think it's better if you like go straight towards the fish without like rolling, because what I think is like, it doesn't matter if you like roll towards it or if you charge towards it. Whenever you are there, the fish is always in the same place. So I think it's better to charge at the pond to get there faster. I think it has like a fixed position. And here you just want to jump when you think you can make the jump. I think it's now, so I jump. Don't have a setup for that. Just based on the awful feel alone. Now you can roll, go onto the second stone. It's a little bit faster. Just managing your charge and jumping at the right times. Without audio, it's pretty hard to to time your jumps so that you don't waste any charge, because like playing with audio is a bit better, and you can like get a more like feel for the game. I was scared that spider was going to hit me, so I jumped a little bit too slow and got bounced back. There's minor mistakes, we will add up later. Tried to make that jump, was a bit hasty on it. I thought I had enough jump. In an earlier attempt I made that jump, so I thought I could do it again, but alas. Sometimes when you see me just jumping, my sprint, my charge input doesn't go off, so I just jump in there, like nothing happened. Almost died. but it's okay. Bonking my head, going to the next level. Spam mashing your keys. I like to spam. So I like to spam the jump button, the roll button, and space with the charge button at the same time, and then I switch hand when I need to move out of the way. That's pretty much it. When I was young, I thought I only needed to press the charge button, so beating this level on an old computer with only like one button was really hard for me. So I had to ask my mother if she could also help me press the charge button. And only after I know like people speedrun this level, I have known like they can also use the other buttons to do this level. "22 seconds behind." Remind you that this is not a. I don't have a PB yet, so everything will be gold or red splits. River levels are pretty boring. Just don't hit any walls. And if I have something to say, then I will say it. So. You gotta make sure that you get the Womfy from the last level, so that you can die once in this level. You also get a second Womfy right there. So if you get it in the Jungle Knight 3, you're basically set in the whole game. You don't need any more Womfies after that if you don't mess up. You just need to make sure to hit all the boost panels, basic stuff. Save half a second last level. Don't know why. I think it's just like precise movement, taking the turns tightly and don't bunk on the walls. But I don't know exactly what happened, so that I saved half a second. This level was really annoying. I hate those whirlpools. Even using those to like take the corners effectively still doesn't. I don't think that's faster, but I have to do it right here. I just think that makes you go slower. So I try to avoid them and spam the jump button as fast as I can. And there are basically no more whirlpools after this waterfall. So yeah, there's like a one-time thing. Also, I think going like left and right doesn't really makes you go slower, because your forward like movement speed stays relatively the same. So I don't think like going left or right affects your speed very much. So I think you can just like do zigzags and be as fast as here. Crocodile section, they move in a pattern 2 times, so it's like right, then left, then center, and then it's right, left, and then another time. Really easy if you play this enough. Sometimes you just yeah, have a brain fart like that and just don't shoot. You think like this section is so easy, I'm just gonna think of another thing in your head, and you're just almost forgetting you're doing a speedrun. I also can hear when they are exactly out of the water, so I guess I have to time the last one just as they are able to be shooting, like this one. That was pretty good timing. Saved 0.2 seconds, probably because of the whirlpools, or maybe I just split it 0.2 faster. Get pushed by the kid so that you don't, you know, if you get behind the kid, he moves really slow and you lose a lot of time. The AI in this level really, if you get too ahead, they start rubber banding. Rubber banding basically is like a term in like racing games. I think the most used in Mario Kart, where the AI just gets faster if you're more ahead of you, so to make it a little bit more fair. Just don't hit any walls, keep on the speed boost. Yeah, this level's basically freebie. I was thinking about the River 1 here, so I almost forgot to you know, go in front of him here. I barely made it. Got 2 boosts, don't know if it's faster, wouldn't recommend it, because you might fail. I just passed it, but there's like an invisible wall with like weird blurry visuals, and the hitbox of that wall really sticks out, so I just gotta go a little bit around that to avoid bonking on the wall. I've done it before. I always take the route right to the rock to avoid, because the left side is a little bit more tighter, just to secure the win. This level's pretty RNG heavy. She can throw it and then just it explodes on you, so it doesn't the animals don't appear. It can bounce off the left wall, which it did right there with the gorilla. That's really good, because then you get an extra hit on the fence. And she can also walk to the right, and which is slower because you have to wait for her to throw the next balloon animal. Like right there, it didn't appear, so that's annoying, but I got one that bounced off the wall, so it basically evens up, I guess. That's the last one, I think, yes. Just spam away the dialogue. Silva Gunner said in his video that this part is like really annoying for 100%. It really isn't. If you just hold back, you can really easily move left to right and get all those coins. I've done it myself. Jungle 1. My sprint didn't come out again, so I just jumped midair. Jungle 1. Pretty easy level. The only thing is like doing it optimal is really annoying. Like right there, it's basically messed up everything. But I saved it. Because it is like also like 20 minutes into the run is kinda like 1/5 of the run. I'm also pretty much reset a lot of times, not on this level but in like Jungle 2, but this one was also a level that I really have done a lot. There's one thing here that's in this level that really annoys me, that you can get stuck on the walls and the corner of the walls like that. So I have to, you know, like hurry up because those guards were like on my way to like see me, and that wouldn't be good. I also missed that checkpoint over there, but luckily it didn't matter. So I'm like here, like, do I roll, do I sprint, or do I want to get stuck? And like rolling, I think rolling is faster, but like if I just sprint like and I don't get stuck, then of course that's faster. But so yeah, I'm like switching between like sprinting and rolling. I also have gotta like preserve my sprint. Waiting for the guard to face my that way, because for some reason if he faces you, he can't see you. Didn't pick up that sprint. You pretty much have enough for the last section, so I didn't want to bother. This section you can't really save time, you can only lose time, because if you don't get the cycle of the guard up ahead, you lose time, because you have to wait for another cycle. The only way you can here like make up time is if you get a cycle early, but doing that's pretty much impossible, since you have to push the buttons and wait for the guard here so to go away. So I think that this is an even split, or it's basically red split with like 0.0 seconds, or like a gold split with 0.0 seconds. Jumping the item and that's it. I actually did better. I don't know where. Well, yeah. Oh, messed up the jump. Almost fell. Yes. This level is really parkour heavy. There's a lot of tight movements you have to do. I just really want to play it safe. It's really easy to like get ahead of yourself and like do that and jump into the water. But it's probably, if you pull it off, it is probably the most satisfying level. Grab the checkpoint, so just in case. I've a lot of times fallen. These swings also are like, I think, random. Because one time I like go like, if you enter this level, if they like face you, you can't like sprint over them, because then you like overshoot it and like jump to the void. If they are not facing you, so like away from you, you can easily sprint on them. That's also the faster way, but it's risky nevertheless. Just making sure my sprint doesn't go off, grabbing that extra health, because this is a level where you can hit and fall a lot of times. My sprint is almost empty, so I have to roll the next few minutes. There's a sprint already. Charge, sprint, charge, it's the same thing, because you're sprinting. Jumping again because my charge didn't go off. And whenever you like face a door with like a red idol, you can immediately cancel that animation, jump into the door. Grabbing the grapes for later in the level. This also is a level where if you do it really good, it's so satisfying. avoiding the fly. I should have. I don't know. It's not. That was another run. I thought I was too close to the kid, but it was another run. Just going straight through the door is better. And just you gotta have patience with this level. You can't like be hasty and jump on the wrong platforms, because that will make you lose time. This part's my favorite. It's pretty much luck based. If you like, I got it first try. That's like really amazing. Also did this like part pretty perfect. If you don't, like, you can like jump back and grab the red idol, and it's like really annoying. It's just wasting a lot of time. If you get it in one go, you can just jump your way to the door and do it like that. So I jump immediately, and then I jump. I should have jumped again, so that my jump bar is like halfway. So if I jump out of the door, you can just immediately jump to the potion. But because I was so fast, I couldn't do it. Grabbing the checkpoint just in case I fall, and just don't want to make any more mistakes. Saved 6 seconds almost. Pretty good. If you go, you can just go through the whole level and make this really annoying jump, which you almost think I would fail, or someone would fail because it looks really close, but you can actually do it. This one, I also thought I was going to fall off, but I got the nice momentum stop because of the statue. And a couple of times my sprint just like doesn't really register, which is really annoying, and it will happen again right now. I just have to wait, because like here, like I jump but I don't sprint. That's really annoying. I think like I have to like actually wait, because if you like, I think this game just doesn't handle like multiple inputs too well. Also, I want to have at least half a charge bar left for the next part, so I roll here to the stone. Because if you have enough charge left, you don't have to pick up the next charge thing. You can just basically run on this thing and just make it across, which saves you a little bit of time. Missed the idol, kinda sad. Sprint charge didn't go off again. At least I made some time. I got like 1.5 second faster. Snipe the bird. This jump, like just pre-jumping this, is also a lot easier with audio. I just like did it almost when the bridge was almost up, so didn't save much time there. But yeah, this part is really annoying. Some people do so you have to like jump or like roll towards the stone, and then press basically like pick up, and you get like a faster and pick up animation, so you can make it to the platform. I think rolling and then getting the fast animation is really, I think it's harder. I think the time window on that is really just like more strict. I think like jumping is easier, because so I did it in first try. This, however, do I not do in first try. This skip is like hit or miss for me. Sometimes I like just YOLO it and like try to do it like without any setup. I usually don't do it without any setup. I've tried doing the setup of the person who has the world record. I almost made that, which like I've done like consistently like 2 times, and then I'd be like, okay, let's do a run, and then like I do the setup and like it doesn't work. So, but I did it. I got the second try. Got 20 seconds off, and basically I'm like almost perfect. Not perfect, but because I don't have a PB yet, so I don't know what my run will look like. But I'm like pretty happy because I've made the number smaller. Also, if you dodge the first boulder in this level, this like level is basically free. You don't have to wait for any boulders other than that one. You can just run through all of them. And if not, if you get flattened in the first boulder, then everything like just doesn't work for you. You have to wait. So I can recommend doing that. Also, bonking twice on that ledge is not helpful. You can go in front of that boulder. Just don't like to because I'm scared. Like I just get pushed off the edge. Predicting where the idols are is pretty easy. There's just a set pattern every time you play this level. They're on the same place, so only the last one I'm like, where is it? And there it is. But Kronk just needs to skate to his position. And that level is basically over. Lost a bit of time. 2 seconds, doesn't matter. I speedrun this level. And it's pretty easy, but if you do it like on the full gameplay, so like any %, for some reason this carrot is really annoying, and like I'm like, you know, like I have a good time and I don't want to like mess up, and like so the momentum brings me out of where I want to be. Then I get like the clip like where you get farther inside, so I'm like, okay, like where do I roll to like gain some height, and like I'm missing all my rolls, and so it isn't looking good for me right now. And then I get it. Just prepare my jump. Almost miss it. And yeah, that one didn't go so well. This one is also, I think it's pretty easy. Not when the camera's like really at my face, but you just I did it very fast. So basically I went from plus 21 seconds to 0 seconds to plus 21 seconds. This one, if you just place the vase close to the fountain, you will get enough height to get to the top of that and break the statues. So like right now I'm like kinda nervous, and I stopped right there because I didn't want to die. I know I'm like about world record pace. I didn't know exactly. I think I was at world record pace because world record like messes up in Jungle 3 like really bad. So I was like, I think I'm like ahead. I tried to make the jump, and like really I'm like trying to be really fast, so I missed the first shot. I usually just do the left one first, get on the platform, and just have my time for the right side. I always forget which side I have to go on, so to jump off, so I did the wrong side. If you enter this door, you can just immediately press the aim button, because where Cusco's head is at, yeah, you will go in first person, so you can just enter the door, press aim, a little bit down, and you can shoot the target. This one was really close. I'm like, always when I do this jump, I'm like, okay, I have to like, I have to press aim, like let go, and like jump back and roll, and it's a lot of inputs, and I'm like, oh god, I'm just a bit nervous to do that one. This time I went to jump off to the right side. Don't know why I rolled there, just like, I don't know. I think it was better to do that, not really. If you go fast enough, you can still skip that little cutscene over there. And I'm just like hugging the wall, getting faster around the corners. You know, the little things. It's not a lot faster, but you know, it like helps. Kill that guard. Could have rolled him, to be honest. Didn't want to. I don't know why. Like if you're speedrunning, basic logic goes over, goes like through your head or over your head. And you're just gonna do like the thing you do like most of the time. So most of the time I use like he's like facing me and I jump kick him. This time he wasn't, but my muscle memory did it anyways. So I grabbed that checkpoint earlier to drop off here, so I can have like a little death warp. And just jump around this hit, which I was surprised, because that surely didn't hit. Got a little checkpoint, just to make sure. I placed Cusco like aiming where the thing was, and then pressed the aim button, so I didn't waste any time like going to there. Yeah, I was pretty nervous about this part because here comes a glitch which was recently discovered, like I think 6 months ago. It's not really recent, but yeah, which involves clipping through a door with Cusco's head, the statue head, and it's really inconsistent for me. Like I watched a tutorial video with like the world record did a tutorial video on it, and I watched it like perfectly, you know. Like I copy all his movement and like trying to angle myself with the camera and placing it right, and like it's just like I would like 5 minutes straight I would just like roll against the statue, not working. So I was like, oh my god, like, please don't let the run die here, you know. So I like tried to do it perfectly, and I did it. I got it like in 2 seconds, and I was so happy. But this is where the problem starts. I know right now, because I did that so perfectly, like I'm like world record pace, yeah. So I'm shaking right now, yeah. I'm actually so nervous, and I mean, spoiler alert, I'm gonna choke, sadly. Like I missed this jump because like I'm like fuck. So yes, spoiler alert, I'm gonna choke. Like this run is like 1 hour 3 minutes and like 42 seconds or 48 seconds. Yeah, so I choke, but like just a reminder, like this gameplay you're about to see, like pretty nervous stuff. I hope the next time I get this good of a run, I'm not that nervous, because if I get a world record, you know, like I was like, I think I was at least like 30 seconds behind, like ahead of world record. So like if I don't get too nervous this time, like don't make any small mistakes, I possibly could get a really good time. I'm like making those jumps really slow. I recently posted a video about when I failed one of those jumps and I got caught. And if you get caught mid-air, the game basically soft lock you. So yeah. Waiting for the platform to come, shooting one of my grapes early, and then the rest of the grapes. I missed that one because I'm like actually shaking. Just like all my movements right now are like so slow. It really sucks that I got so nervous. At least I did this thing, this skip right. You can use one of them to carry out the balls on all the 3 platforms, although you have to kind of predict where the ball is gonna be. Also, I thought that I was like, okay, what am I gonna do next, and walked into the wall, like that was like a secret, but the secret's like after this puzzle. So here's the secret. Just jump off immediately. You get sprint, get some charge from it. So yeah, It's basically a way to refill your charge, because I don't think this level gives you any charge after that point, just anywhere. I'm like, oh god, gotta slow down, don't wanna mess up. It's like, I'm like way too slow. I just should have sprinted to the checkpoint and jumped immediately. I'm like hesitating, you know, like really annoying. At least I'm not missing all the cycles of the ball. So technically I'm not losing any time here, this in those puzzles. I'm pretty sure I was like one of the first people who did this like that way, like putting the blue one on top and then bouncing it with the red one. I'm not sure. And I always thought that was like the way to do it. You have to go fast here, but not too fast, because the guard, yeah, you know, like he turns around and can see you. The only reason you have to make the cycle is like placing this thing in front of him so he turns around. If you do that, then you get the good cycle, which those guards above will like be facing not towards you. You can easily make that. Here again you can see that I'm like not playing as well. I'm like, okay, I should have shoot them more quicker. Missing big targets like that isn't really good, but I got like, I did it I did it pretty decently. Jesus. And there she goes. So I'm now at the point, if you look at my splits, that these levels, since the reset of my PC, I haven't gone like play them like in a full run, because this is technically my first full run. So my times will be just flat out, yeah, PB times. So you will be not seeing any golds or reds, just the white splits. I was like doing these levels like Catacomb 1, 3 and 5, like knowing like these are really simple levels, but I'm like so nervous, like I don't want to mess them up because they're really easy and just basically wasted time. But luckily I don't mess those up. So I was like, oh shit, Catacombs 2. Really annoying level if you want to go like really fast. So I haven't practiced this level like a lot, so I improvised a little bit. I was like checking my times with like the world record person, the guy, and I think I like did the same amount of time in this level as him. So it wasn't really slow, but could have been faster. I didn't want to jump under the moving platform, because I've been known to miss that jump, and I didn't want to ruin my good time, or ruin my time any further. I almost fell off there. I'm like rolling and like waiting, because I'm so cautious. Yeah. And for I grabbed that checkpoint and made this cycle. If you just like got a little bit of corners, jump over things, you can make this cycle, and then it's pretty straightforward. So I'm like above here and like, okay, what am I gonna do? When am I gonna sprint? When am I gonna roll? I was just like, I'm sprinting a bit, got hit, doesn't matter. And like did this pretty fast. Jumped off because I had a checkpoint. If I like roll like immediately to the right, you will talk to the kids. You don't want that. I'll grab the charge and do this part. I usually like press like C for me. That's like the roll button to skip the dialogue. So if I don't reach the dialogue in time, I just like do a ground pound or like do like the mid-air kick. So I was like, please give me good RNG, and luckily it gave me perfect RNG. 3 black bombs in a row, even a 4th one if I missed one, but I didn't need that one. So I'm like, wow, this is gonna be a really good time, just don't mess anything up. And you will see my mistakes later in the run. Catacombs 3. Just hit all the boost panels and don't fall off. It's the only thing I can say about these levels. Of course, don't be nervous. It's another good tip. Catacombs 4. I was like, I can only grab like, I don't need to. I gotta avoid like those end coins, because the more coins I have right now, the longer my jump bar will be. So like 8 coins, like probably like minimum. If you like reach 10, then this part is like really slow, because the bar has to, you know, like it takes longer for the bar to charge up to jump as high as you can. There's like a set route for this level. Of course, missing those carrots isn't really optimal. You gotta want to take these 2, and then just grab the rest of the carrots. And that's this level. Just a little like final part of the level. You don't have to jump really high to get the potion. Just grab the vase, and yeah, that's Catacombs 4. I was a little bit nervous about Catacombs 5, because in the end there's like, you get like a ton of like speed and momentum, and moving like left and right, the faster you go is like really like, the controls are really good. So I usually like jump, and then like if I jump left, I like press left, and then mid-air I press right to like stop my momentum. So that's what I do at the end of the level, because you get a lot of momentum. You really easily fall off. So I was just a little bit cautious about that. This level's, I think, also faster than Catacombs 3, so yeah. This part is what I'm not talking about. Lab 1, so I'm like in my head, I'm like, alright, 5 more levels, and then I have, if I play them perfectly, I have world record. I probably would have if I didn't mess up what's coming next in the couple of more levels. I had a really good charge management right there, so I can just run through the whole level and grab the next charge. So right there was the charge, and you can just sprint through the whole level. This level itself is just like filled with coins. Also, you know, like optimal movement. No, like this level is like really simple, really short. If you're going for 100%, this level is like decently long. There's a lot of secrets in this level. You just gotta grab those, grab the two red heads, the red idols, the things, and go to the next level. I haven't done this level in a while, so I was pretty nervous about doing this jump because you can fade it pretty easily. I thought I didn't do it right, but then I landed. I was really happy. Lap 3. I haven't practiced this level much, and you can clearly see it. I basically I just don't make the jump for like the first 2 times. It's just like the first one. I just go through the platform. Didn't went straight enough. But yeah, it's pretty easy to die and just do it right, do it over. This one, however, really annoys me because I should have just jumped off, but I thought climbing up is faster, which I don't think it is. So I'm like, okay. I'm like just messing it up. There goes my world record. But I thought at least I get a decent time. Just trying my best for the optimal movement right here. You can jump if you you can jump because as the frog, because you will jump over the potion, and that's the level. Lap 4. I really hate this level. There are these things. You can jump and then cancel your jump midway with the kick. Didn't want to do that. Didn't want to risk anything. I'm just really scared to get hit. And I should have I didn't have any sprint left. you can never make that cycle, so you can like you gotta just be as fast there as possible, because I think it always like goes up when you arrive at it. One thing I like regret deeply is right here. I just forgot what I was supposed to do. I should have grabbed that health. It will be really handy later. But I like don't even sprint right here. I just should have like gone back and grabbed the health, but I didn't, and you will see what the consequences of that are. At least I got this, that little skip, the animation skip I got. I jumped off way too early of the first one, so that one is still like higher than the left one. But I went to the door. Pretty good. Forgot that there was a. Oh no, I did. I didn't forget. It was the next level. Yeah. These things just move basically based on the camera angle and like where you are. So if that if I jump out of the door and like the camera angle is like annoying, that's not good. I got this one right. You can clearly see that I got the jump. I skipped the animation, you know, and that is supposed to make the Isma fight right here really easy, because she is about to lose. I can skip her like introduction, but she still takes out her hammer, which I was really annoyed about, because now I don't have any sprint and I don't know how many times I've hit her, so I'm like trying to roll in her and like it doesn't work, so I was like, okay, jump kick, and luckily it was like third hit, but I was pretty salty that her hammer still like, that she still picked her hammer up even though I like did the script correctly. The in-game sound is still on, it just like I can't hear it, so because like I have like turned down the volume in like Windows itself, so I don't know if that makes any difference. I think not. I have to like check again if I play this level again, but I was pretty salty about that. So I already got like full health, so like this is the part where I should have paid more attention. Though that bug always hits you. Don't know why. I'm like you know, charging. This is the part where I forgot there was a guard, which is going to annoy me because I have like basically one hit point left right here, and I thought that there wasn't more swings, and I get hit by the swing, and I get sent back down, and that's when I knew that world record wasn't even possible anymore. Really sad. Next time I just have to be more careful, or just don't get hit by the guard, or don't get hit by the bug. So my nerves are pretty much gone right now because there's basically no more tension. I still like want to do it really fast, but there's not enough. There's not really a lot of stress right now. I don't sprint over these, charge over these. These are pretty annoying jumps. And right here, I was like, did I pick up the checkpoints? I was like I gotta do it fast, but I'm like, oh well, like I hope I got the checkpoint because I'm suiciding right now, and luckily I did, because I think that's the fastest way. I'm not sure. I just didn't want to jump off. So I'm looking at the time right now. I'm like, can I finish this level in 2 minutes and 48 seconds? I don't think I can. Just gotta make the best of it. target practice, these things are really iffy. Sometimes you can like, hit them like from the front and they don't hit, but I got it didn't happen this time. Oh yeah, also this jump from the button to the door I've done once, and it just basically skips the waterfall animation. It doesn't impact the game after it. So just for the people who want to know what that does, it does absolutely nothing except like skipping animation. That's it. So I'm like spamming the like the skip dialogue button, and I accidentally rolled off. That hit, so I'm like really happy that I got the red idol. Some scuffy backup strats. I actually didn't pick up that checkpoint. I'm like, I just have to go for it and just get the best time I can. I thought this was the place where I had to take out the guard first and then press the button, but it's like a couple minutes ahead, so that's why I bunked on the wall. Jumping off, using the death warp to instantly get that pressure plate basically. Falling because for some reason I didn't make that jump. And this was the part where I had to take out the guard first. You can grab 2 buttons with one like basically like thing, but I accidentally hit that, even though I didn't bunk my head. I hit it anyway, and like I was like trying to fix it, missed the jump. I'm like pretty salty right now because I'm losing time. So like right now, this is where like the world record would have ended the level, like right now. So I was like kind of sad, but I think like at least sub 04 is like possible, because I think like this ending sequence doesn't take like 1 minute. I actually just want to be as fast as possible, like also almost missed the dialogue there. So like basically one tip, if I can give like one tip, control your nerves and just focus yourself on the game. I think then I could get a pretty good time. So yeah, thanks for watching the run, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.